Hi, welcome to Quantum Black's talk on revolutionizing analytics in pharma. My name is Diana. I'm a senior consultant in the QB London office. I have 2 years of experience in pharma machine learning use cases and experience in investment banking and the travel industry. My studies are in computer science and machine learning. I have a BSc from the University of Birmingham and an MSc from Imperial College London. So, what is Quantum Black? Quantum Black is an advanced analytics company. We were born and proven in Formula One, where the smallest margins make the difference between winning and losing, and data is a fundamental element of competitive advantage. So, a little bit about us. QB has grown very quickly from 35 to 430 people in just the last 4 years. We have a dedicated team spread across different fields. We have data engineers, data scientists, designers, and people that are responsible with delivery. And we are spread across geographies. We have offices from Singapore to Tokyo, Sydney, Boston, and our head office in London, amongst many others. We leverage proprietary tools and processes, some of which are now open sourced, such as Kedro, which is our data and analytics pipeline development framework, and CausalNext, which is a Python library to help us establish causality. We work across a different set of industries, ranging from advanced industries, financial services, healthcare, telco, sport, public and social sector. And we work by deploying complementary McKinsey capabilities with different levels of expertise in digital design, change management, and implementation. So why are we here at WiML? Because we know that in analytics, we have a huge problem. So here's just a UK example. The overall labor force represents women represent 45%. However, when you start looking at data and analytics role, you only have 25% representation of women. And that gets worse as you move higher up. So we see that in terms of directors in data and analytics boards, we have only 16% women. So we know that women are underrepresented in the field, and we want to do something about it. So here's a couple of things that we're doing in terms of diversity internally. We've created a diversity and inclusion hub that is the central team of all of our initiatives in terms of diversity. We have a forum where we meet monthly to discuss diversity, which is a safe space for our colleagues to interact and share experiences and discuss positive action. We started awarding scholarships for BA/ME students. We know that they represent only 4% of the UK tech industry, and we're working with the UK Government Office of AI to offer MSc scholarships to exceptional students. Also, we've picked internal D&I champions. We've created an anonymous feedback tool, and we're rolling out more training to make our colleagues more inclusive. We partner with a lot of organizations to deliver our mission to bring more diversity in tech. Here's just a few of them. We do events with STEMettes, Code First Girls, Teens in AI, WiML, as you see us here, Partnership on AI, Career Ready, SEO London, and Women in Data. So what we're here to talk about today is how Quantum Black helps clients to use data to drive business performance and improve human lives. So here's just a couple of use cases that we've delivered in the last few months that range across different areas of the pharma specialty. So we've been looking at predicting the age of onset for chronic diseases in cases such as hypertension and stroke, which reduces the unnecessary medical interventions. We've been looking at optimizing clinical trials, and you'll see a little bit more about this in the next slide. We're also looking at modeling the COVID pandemic, helping governments and hospitals plan their emergency care capacity. And finally, also on the production line, how can we make companies more efficient? How can we debottleneck production for medical devices? One example of this was the ongoing improvement of clinical trials. So here we were trying to optimize how drugs are brought to market. We were working with a global pharmaceutical business who wanted to improve their clinical operations and better monitor and manage the site level quality risks. So the focus was on optimizing the country footprint, on site selection and risk modeling, and trial management and forecasting. So we worked across a series of data sets. We used internal data, identified sites that should no longer be used, and sites that should be prioritized for certain therapeutic areas. We also created models that predicted the enrollment periods and gave a risk score for quality. So we obtained the following results. We gained 50% in terms of faster enrollment across the portfolio, and 11% in saving in external trial costs. Another example of this is some work we've done in the real-world evidence space. Here, we're trying to identify patient segments that have differentiated treatment outcomes for our drug versus the competitor. So the reason why the company wants to do this is in order to prepare new publications, in order to inform decisions on data collection for clinical and further RWE studies. And also we were working with them to define an approach to use advanced analytics for RWE, including the technology, the organization, and the talent strategies. So the model we ran, we're able to provide new insights on patient segments for which the client's treatment is more effective than the competitors, and also specific reasons behind treatment switching and the clinical benefits of such switches. So we know the pharma world is at the forefront of everyone's mind with the COVID pandemic. Therefore, we wanted to talk a little bit about the breadth and depth of use cases that we cover at Quantum Black. This is, of course, just a glimpse into some of the work we do. As said, we operate across a wide range of industries and topics. In order to find more about us, you can follow us on Medium. Here's an example of an article on how we can continue to trust in machine learning models in a post-COVID era. And also follow us on our website and find out more at our stand. Thank you.